Okay, so somebody asked me how I adjust the belts on the mowers. So I'm gonna show everybody how we do it. Whether it's the right way or not, I don't know. It's worked for us. If you adjust them every week, the belts tend to last a little bit longer. I think we've gotten up to a month out of a belt if we consistently adjust it. So I'm gonna show you what we do and what to look for. If you come down over here and aim at this belt for me. So this belt is always loose. A mistake I see a lot of guys do is that they will tighten the crap out of his belt until there's no slack in it. There has to be slack in it. That way the blades aren't always engaged. The belt will get the slack taken out whenever you pull the handle. But a correct adjustment, this belt is loose, so don't try to get it tight. The other thing that I see guys do is this cable here. They also try to make it where it's tight. You don't want it tight. There should be some slack in it. If you don't adjust this belt regularly, it gets really, really loose and it hits this and it gets just tore up. But there should be some slack in it when it's sitting still. Okay, if you come up here to the handle here, damn, it's hot. When you pull this lever, the blades should not engage as soon as you pull the lever. You want to have it about 2 or 3 fingers from the handle before the gauge and the blades engage. So if they're engaging as soon as you pull, you've got that belt way too tight. You need to loosen that belt up or loosen the cable up so the blades don't start engaging until you've got about, I don't know, what is that, 2-inch gap or so? At this point, that's when the blades should start to engage, and then you go all the way and they're full on. And you'll be able to hear the blades engage. You'll hear the RPMs come up. The way that you adjust the belt, what you need to do is you loosen this bolt up. At the same time, you have to grab hold of this cable, because if you don't, sometimes it'll pull it in and you'll lose your adjustment. So you just kind of slightly loosen this, and then you kind of pull it back on the cable. If you're doing a weekly adjustment, usually it's like 2 notches on this cable that you move it. Just barely move it. 1 or 2 notches, just every week. If it's your initial adjustment, you'll have to play with it. Tighten it down and check your handle, see where you're at. So I'm gonna just do it right there. Snug it up. You don't want to crank down on it because this is pretty soft metal. They tend to strip out pretty easy. And as you see, this is still kind of loose, and so is the belt. I'm going to start the mower up, and I'm going to see where the adjustment is on the handle. So you won't be able to hear me, but I'll show you what we're doing. Okay, start her up. So if you see the blade start engaging before it touches my fingers, that's not bad, but they're fully engaged. I'll do that again. So that belt is still a little tight. I would loosen it up a notch or 2. So that belt's a little bit tight, so I'm going to loosen it up a couple of notches. The way I loosen it up is I just push it that cable in that way. 1, 2. That should be good. Just 2 little notches on it and tighten it back down. It doesn't take much. Okay, I'm gonna start her up again. if you listen real close, the blades don't really kick in until you're right on top of my finger. So that's what you're looking for. I'll show you again. All right, well, if you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.